I mean, since we're kind of on the topic, can we just get into this?
Oh, let's talk about it, man.
Kenny's been cooking, huh?
He looked good. He's had, like, obviously, I thought the one day, this was Saturday's practice when it had rained a little bit, the offense as a whole was off. And obviously it doesn't look good on him. But to me, every time that he's had maybe a practice where you're questioning, all right, the offense didn't look as crisp today, he's always come back that next day and lit it up. And that's the one thing that I love about watching him right now. Like, he looks good. He looks confident. And that's the other part. Like, he's not looking over his shoulder. I felt like last year at times when you're competing for a spot and it's truly open, yeah, you just don't know. You're always going to be peeking. What is this coach thinking? I know what the fans are saying. I know what the media's saying, but what are they saying about, like, what does the coaches actually feel about me in this competition? This year, that's not the case. Everybody out there knows it's
and you're just still trying to learn the playbook and stuff too. Yeah.
You watch Mitch helping him every single time. Whenever he's talking to Mitch, it's like, yo, this is what you want.
Mitch is that guy, man.
Mitch bought in. He's bought in. And that's the
I'm a big Mitch guy now.
I do like that part, man, because speak from experience, man, that's not easy to do. When you feel like you could still get it in and you feel like you could still be a guy, when you take that role of, all right, man, I'm gonna be the mentor, I'll take the back seat. Big time salute to him, man. Big time salute to Mitch. But he's bought into the role. And I think that's only making it a lot easier on Kenny as well. But not just Kenny. I think it makes it easier on Matt Canada and Coach T. Because now I don't have to worry about, okay, well, if it's a competition, let me make sure I'm not just giving this dude the good plays. Let me make sure I give him some good plays. All right, man, well, shoot, he looked good today. Well, should I give him a little bit more? And that it's like, no, we don't have to worry about none of that.
You have to worry about the petty
stuff. You don't have to worry about none of that, man. Yeah, it's like, yo, this is the guy. Make sure the guy's ready. And that's the part that I do feel excited about, man.
Yeah, the two things I noticed from afar was Kenny looks like he's controlled this offense. Mm-hmm. Like he's almost ready to do what he was doing senior year.
Yes.
Pitt, sit back there, pick apart the defense and stuff. And then the second thing, I don't think he's lying about that arm strength improving either.
To me,
I think he's throwing some lasers.
I mean, put it like this, man. If that's like the way you want to push it, sure. I think his arm looked good.
I thought it was always fine, but I mean, the whole conversation came about this offseason when I think a report came out. I don't know if it was his QB coach or something. Some came out.
Yeah, I remember.
And then they asked Pickett at training camp and said, he said, I worked to do all different type of stuff with like my arm strength and whatnot, and like this offseason did some core things, and I think it did improve a little bit.
Yeah, to me, man, I felt like I always thought he had a good arm. Like
I did, yeah. We saw that last year. I remember I went on my whole spiel. I was like, I don't want to hear another question about Kenny Pickett's arm strength at all because he just did it against the Raiders in like negative 30-degree weather.
Absolutely.
Outplayed Derek Carr, made all the throws you needed to make. But if you get a little bit better throughout time, I mean,
the one thing that I'll be interested to see, and I actually had a chance to talk with Charlie Batch when I was on the Steelers show. I had asked him about, because as I've told you, man, when it's quarterback talk, I feel confident about what I know, but obviously, man, I'm going to defer to the guys. You know what I mean? Dudes actually played that position, man, that know it and have lived it. One of the things that C. Batch said was, man, he feels like Kenny has definitely shown a ton in terms of his improvement, in terms of just looking like he's confident, ready to be the guy. He said that he just wants to see right now in no pads, you got all the confidence in the world because you're not getting hit. You haven't gotten hit. You trust this O-line because everything is perfect. So you're confident sitting back there making them throws. We've talked about how some of them throws downfield were like, yeah, great play, but it's probably a sack right here. That has happened a good amount of times. And on some of them plays, those are the plays that everybody is going to social media going crazy about. And it's not just one or two. It's been a good amount. And I'm like, yes, we could talk about Kenny extending the play, hitting the receiver, and all this other sexy stuff, but he was sacked twice. It probably was.
They're not going to even hit him with the pads on though either, right?
No. Yeah. But that's what he said. He's saying like everybody, like you can feel really confident right here, right now. He's like, for him though, once you get into that stadium and it's actually for real, can you still keep that thing going like that, trusting them dudes in terms of what he's looked like early on? Because early on, bro, he's had some plays where you're like, yo, heck yeah, let's do this. But we know when you start getting hit, it could change. That's the one thing. But that's also going to be on that offensive line as well. They got to hold at their end of the bargain. As long as they hold up their end of the bargain, I feel good about it, man. I know C. Batch felt good about it.
Yeah.
But that was the one thing he was just like, man, it's just you're always a lot more confident. You're a lot more patient. You are willing to go through a lot more of your reads in this setting right now, in contrast to when, yeah, you didn't have some stuff happen. He's like, oh, you hear all of it. He's like, bro, you will hear them hits. You'll hear them pass rushers. You'll hear them grunts. He's like, you might even hear an offensive lineman tell you, hey, bro, hey. That mean you missed his block. He's like, all of that kind of goes into this thing. So for Kenny, yes, he's played one season. But this is going to be a different opportunity for him now, coming out from the beginning and going the whole duration. So that's the only thing that he was kind of saying. So for me, I'm like, all right, I can acknowledge that, man. I didn't think that was something that was crazy like that. I personally didn't think they could hear us because they look so chill back there. But he's like, no, you hear all that. He was like, that's why when it starts to happen like that, you can see a difference at times, man. But in terms of everything I've seen early on, I think he looks really good, though, bro.
Yeah. One more thing on the arm strength.
Yeah.
One more thing. Because I remember we've talked about this before. It's like, how do you even improve the arm strength? But there's no doubt in my mind Tom Brady improved his arm strength from rookie year to like prime Brady. Or, hell, I mean, he was slinging the ball out last year at 45, like probably even better than what he was going back to his rookie year. So anyway, you don't need the elite cannon to win in this league.
Yeah.
But if you can improve it, like a Brady did, in my opinion, I think it's just house money. It's just icing on the cake. But again, going back to last year, there's no doubt Kennedy has an adequate arm for this league. There's no question.
Absolutely.
But if he, he's got the cerebral stuff. He can pick apart defense, but then also improve the arm strength.
Yeah.
Develop that cannon.
That's my day, man.
Could be dangerous.
Like I say, sky's the limit, man. He just got to go out there and do it,
It's just funny, though, to me, because it's almost comparable to golf. Remember we had Presley Harvin on? He was talking about punting and golf and all this stuff, but like improving your arm strength, I don't think it has anything to do with like biceps or muscle
technique.
Curls. Technique, rotation, all that stuff. Because when he was mentioning, I was just like doing stuff for my core and whatnot, probably lower body. It's like golf. These dudes that are like 5'8", 5'9" can bomb the ball 330 yards. Meanwhile, I'm 6 foot and hitting it like 280. What's the difference? I mean, they're working the core, they're working rotations.
Time out. I hit 280 today. Don't act like that ain't far, bro. That was pretty far when I hit it 280. Me and my son went crazy. Don't act like 280 off the tee ain't far.
No, 280 is not bad.
Put some respect on the 280, Deke. Come on, man. I've been working up. Deke, I finally hit one today, Deke.
I just told you that's what I hit. I hit 280.
But you poo-pooed it, though. You supposed to hype it up even more so I can feel better about my 280, bro.
Pros could just
like, God dang,
bomb it
man.
way past us like it's nothing.
I hit my 280 today, Deke. I was like, yo, I'm on. Yeah, but I do agree with you, though, bro. I definitely get with you.